if you are viewing today's session as a standalone session, you're more than welcome to. Each session of this course can be used as a standalone session. But if you have time, and if you are ready, go back to last night's session, either after this class or at some point in the future. Last night's class was all about restoring a relationship that you felt might have been broken beyond recognition. And so I invite all of you to relax into the energy tonight and to know that you are being held and loved and looked out for. And tonight the guides are going to talk to us some more about relationships that we have in this lifetime, right now, today, that may be outdated for us. We welcome in our spirit guides all around us. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We welcome source energy. And we set our intention this evening on healing these relationships that seem stuck between our old earth and our new earth. We set our intention on figuring out which ones are worth the ability and the time and the space in our lives now, and which ones are able to be let go of. And we set our intention on healing any pain that comes up in the process. And so take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Our dearest ones, we are so very pleased to be with you. We are the Pleiadians and the Arcturians, and we are joined this evening by the Syrians. We've come to you this evening because it's come to our attention over the last year and a half, and of course, even before that time, that many are struggling with the process of their move from the old earth to the new earth. And of course, we have much to say about this, for it is something that we have witnessed many times over and over again. You may think that this is your first time bridging the gap between the old earth and the new earth, but this is not the case, dear ones. Each and every person who is in this process with us has done this before. Each and every person. So when you chose to come back to reincarnate into human form, you made the decision to again go through this process of spiritual awakening, finding your space, finding your peace, and moving from your old earth to your new earth. Well, what we wish to bring through to you, dear ones, is that there is no actual move from old earth to new earth. It is not as if you are suddenly in one reality and move yourself out of it to another reality forever and always. This is a very gradual process. This is something that is lifelong. And what we wish to bring to you tonight is more information about this bridging the gap between your old earth and new earth. And the reason is this, dear ones. We've spoken to you about your anchor and about your soul's home and finding your soul's home and where that is. And last night we worked with the energy of a relationship that you may have felt was failing or was not serving you in this moment, or perhaps someone that you were in an argument with. We do understand these can be very challenging things, human interaction in general, but most especially those with which you are close. And so we understand that in the meantime, as you are building these relationships and fighting with those you love and making up with those you love and doing all of these somewhat messy human things, there is also this great chasm building between your old earth and your new earth. And let us reassure you that this is happening to every single individual on your planet who is going through or has gone through a spiritual awakening. And why is it happening now, you may ask? while the events of the last calendar year and a half in Earth time have brought so much to the surface for so many people that it is no longer ignorable to see who matches their vibration and who does not. It is not possible anymore to be able to say, oh yes, we are friends, and not mean it. The time for artifice is gone, dear ones. And so we understand this can bring many painful feelings to beautiful empathic souls like yours, because it can start to feel as if you are all alone on your new earth. And yes, it's beautiful to be awake. It's beautiful to have gone through your spiritual awakening, but you are alone. And what we wish to bring through to you is that, A, you are never alone. We are always with you. All you must ever do is call upon us, and we are there. And B, there are people coming into your new earth every day. You may not have met them yet, but you will. And C, there are those from your old earth that wish to come with you to your new earth as well. They may not show outward signs, and it might not be apparent to you right now, but that is their journey and that is their path. And if you are able to heal and bridge that gap between the old earth and the new earth, you will be able to see them walk through it. And this, dear ones, is one of the most special occurrences in the human experience. For you are able to quite literally watch someone come alive. It is different than the experience of birthing a person or of watching a person be born, for this is a purely spiritual process. Yes, their external looks may change, but not much. And you also know them, so you know what they normally look like, which is different from a birth. However, that internal modulation that all humans have on the inside to modulate their emotions, to be able to decide that they want to pick themselves up and dust themselves off when hard times come, is brand new. When you go through your spiritual awakenings, dear ones, we send to you extra energy and extra strength in order to bounce back, so to speak, much more quickly. You will bounce back more quickly from anything that comes your way. And it is for this reason that when you are watching someone go through their spiritual awakening, you will see this prowess within them when it happens. And it is so beautiful, dear ones, that we want to make sure that you don't miss it for a second. And so we have been sent through source energy and through our other galactic brothers and sisters to work with you this evening on ensuring that you don't miss this, on ensuring that you are able to experience others' spiritual awakenings as they move into their new earth, and to ensure that you hang on to the relationships in your life that are most important to you. Even if that person seems to be stuck, so to speak, in old earth, and you are not able to find things to talk about at the moment, please know that if your soul reaches out for them so clearly and misses them so clearly, there will be a moment when they will join you in new earth. This may not be a long moment. This may not happen for many years. This may be something that they encounter on their deathbed. But please know that they will join you in your new earth so that you are able to experience their awakening as well and talk with them about yours.